Crowbcat is a team of audiovisual editors and video game researchers who put together these video experiences that shine a light on specific problems going on within the games industry without saying an original word. Everything is pushed forward by old marketing materials and interviews with those involved. They do a great job of communicating specific points. Recently, they published a video about Back 4 Blood and Valve's actual mechanical and creative control over Left 4 Dead, very well clearing up the point that the Turtle Rock marketing from the creators of Left 4 Dead is not entirely true, as only about 5% of those that worked on Left 4 Dead actually worked for Turtle Rock, and only about 5% of those actually working on Back 4 Blood worked on Left 4 Dead. This was a point that was communicated to me all through Back 4 Blood's marketing push by the project lead of both Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, the person who directed the games. That doesn't change the fact that Back 4 Blood is a viable product and a game that is enjoyed by a lot, including myself. The point that was being driven across by the Crowbcat video in my own perspective, or at least how I interpreted it, was more about the attention to detail that Valve brought to the table and how Back 4 Blood feels like something that was rushed compared to anything Valve was able to put out. And to be honest, it kind of was. Turtle Rock has a publisher. Turtle Rock has limited resources, while Valve is unbeholden onto anyone and has unlimited money thanks to Steam. Following the marketing nightmare that was Crowbcat's video from Turtle Rock's perspective, Robb, co-founder of Turtle Rock and creative director of Back 4 Blood, started to respond to certain messages unprompted, and it seemed like Robb's wants to respond to some of these community questions, at first in a very disorganized and unofficial manner, caused Turtle Rock to announce an official Ask Me Anything on that same subreddit hosted by that same person, Robb, 2 days later. This AMA attempted to say a lot without breaking any NDAs or saying more than what Robb was allowed to say. So many of the responses that were seen through this AMA were kind of just, I can't say specifics, but it really had to do with time and resources. I'm not going to be reading out exact quotes, and the best answers will be seen on a Google Doc down in the description below. To summarize, Phil understands the failures the Back 4 Blood team experienced through development, and although Back 4 Blood was definitely the most interesting and unique development experience Turtle Rock had had up until this point, that doesn't necessarily mean that the game won't turn into what they want it to turn into later in the year. A lot of these responses speak to the idea that Back 4 Blood is not finished, and a lot of the polish that the game needs and deserves will be coming up later in the year or in 2023. That to me speaks that Back 4 Blood was released in an almost early access state, given how much future polish the game is yet to receive. Back 4 Blood has a public Trello page, something that the developers post all upcoming features on. Back 4 Blood also recently announced their long-term full-year roadmap, talking about not only the smaller bug fixes and patches, but the 3 massive chunks of story-based DLC that the game will be receiving, again, throughout the year. The AMA talks a lot on how the AI needs a significant amount of tweaking, specifically for those playing solo. And it seems like, especially post-launch, that solo play was not something taken into consideration, or at least something Turtle Rock had the time and resources to develop following the development of the game. Post-mission statistics for the entirety of the team, significantly improved single-player bot AI, the ability to vote-kick problematic players when matchmaking, and the addition of far more destructible-based environments, or at least physics-based props, found without the world spaces of the already released levels, are features that Robb sees interest, or at least some value in. However, no confirmations can be made on this AMA, which to me devalues the entire thing. Robb was asked about the criticism and how exactly professionals react to this kind of criticism, especially on the scale of a multi-million viewed YouTube video that completely dunks on all of them. Hey y'all, been watching these discussions for the past couple of days and just wanted to drop in and give everyone a virtual hug and say that it's okay to love both Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood. I, and many others, love them both. One was never meant to replace the other. That would be like having a second child to replace the first. Who does that? And if you like one and not the other, that's okay too. Thanks to all of your passion, support, and/or feedback. It can be a bit disheartening at times for sure, but you don't survive in this business for long if you don't develop a thick skin. This may seem like semantics, but a lot of this comes from how said criticism is delivered. We seem to have two types of criticism. Either A, I don't like this game, implication is the game does not appeal to this person for whatever reason, they are stating their opinion, or B, this game sucks, implication is the game has no redeeming qualities, and that people who made it suck at their job, and that anyone who likes it is foolish. Both of these types will spark debate. The first one is constructive, the second one is destructive. That said, there are many other 4-player cooperative shooters attempting to fill the void that Valve's unknown Left 4 Dead 3 has left, and a few of them are coming out very soon. Chet Falisak, the actual director of Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, is making his own called the Anacrusis. I've had the opportunity to play that one, and it's fucking great. Subscribe for more information on all of it, and thank you very much for watching. If you too are a passionate gamer like myself, get yourself one of them Passionate Gamer t-shirts. We're selling some Passionate Gamer merch on my CrowdMade store for a limited time until the end of January, and I hope you are having a good couple of weeks. I know that life is a bit hard. Anywho, I'm Tyler McVicker, the Passionate Gamer. I'll talk to you later. Peace and hair grease. Adios.